Good evening, I'm Madison Carmouche. Today ended the 47th annual Hillbilly Days Festival, a day full of activities, vendors, and capped off with a parade while creating a big impact. WYMT's Jack Demler takes us through the last day and talks about the impact it leaves for many.
From activities to more than 300 vendors, with 53 being local to Pikeville.
You know, they're out here growing their business, they're supporting the local economy. So all these guests and crowd out here, they're supporting the local economy. These people aren't just going to leave and take their money elsewhere. You know, a good chunk of these folks are very close to Pikeville, and we're supporting the local economy.
To a parade that speaks to its heritage.
The Hillbilly Day started in 1977 as a parade. We had a parade with some hillbillies and some Shriners, and a couple of vendors popped up. 47 years later, this parade is 2 hours long.
That people look forward to.
The parade, we enjoy looking at all the hillbilly vehicles and all the vehicles that's in the parade, and the children really love the candy that's tossed to them. So it's a really exciting day, and we just like everything about it.
The 47th annual Hillbilly Days Festival brought hundreds of people to downtown Pikeville, leaving a big impact on the city.
This is a huge economic impact for the city of Pikeville because of our hotels. Certainly they are full a year or two in advance. Our restaurants really flourish during this time. A lot of people love the festival food, but they love to take in what our local restaurants have to offer. So it's really just a win-win for everybody.
And serves a good cause for the Shriners Hospital in Lexington.
For 47 years, they have raised millions of dollars to support our kids, to make sure that our kids are taken care of. And I can't think of a better way to give to your community or to give to Eastern Kentucky or Appalachia as a whole than to have a festival like this that really supports such a wonderful cause and all that they do.
In Pikeville, Jack Demler, WYMT Mountain News.
In Letcher County, one motorcycle group is working to raise money for autism awareness. Each year, the Seventh Sons Motorcycle Club hosts a ride to raise money for the Letcher County Schools autism programs. James Pratt says they have also helped fund the Sensory Park in Whitesburg, adding they have come a long way and have impacted several families while doing so.
Every year in the spring, we come together for Autism Ride. We partner with the city of Whitesburg and other riders in our area, and we raise money. We help fund the Sensory Park when it first opened. So every year we donate to the school system, raise money, and they put it towards the needs. It's been a big thing, keeps growing every year. Been doing well in the community.
Pratt says with all of the events they host throughout the year, they are able to raise thousands of dollars to go towards various things.
Well, it's a cool night across our area as temperatures right now have fallen into the upper 40s, low 50s out there. 53 in Manchester, Hazard, 52 in Jackson. We are 55 in Harlan, 53 in Jonesville, down to 48 in Wise, 53 in Pikeville, 52 in Prestonsburg, 48 in Moorhead, and 49 in Irvin right now. As we go through the rest of tonight, we'll see temperatures fall down into the low 40s across our area, as we'll have mostly cloudy skies, and it will be turning quite chilly as well, with those temperatures down into the low 40s. Now we look at tomorrow, and it's going to be a cool day for us, as we're only going to see highs generally into the mid to upper 50s, and we'll keep cloudy skies around throughout much of the day. We'll wake up in the morning into the low 40s with cloudy skies. We'll see some peaks of sunshine as we go into later portions of the day, with high temperatures again into the mid to upper 50s. We look at our weather timeline, and we're looking mostly cloudy for tonight, cloudy and cool for your Sunday, sunny and mild for Monday, and then we'll see some showers begin to return to the picture late Tuesday and then into early Wednesday. So I'll break down all of that coming up.
This week, Governor Andy Beshear gave us more details on how Kentucky's medical cannabis program will begin. Senate Bill 47 puts the start date for sales on January 1st, 2025. Under that plan, businesses would only be able to start functioning in that capacity on that same day. But House Bill 829 changed it so they could start the application process 6 months earlier. The first round of licensing will be based on a lottery system, and not everybody is happy about that.
After reading the application process today, And it's a lottery, just as the governor said, which is a little scary to me as well, because I don't know many people that's gotten rich off a lottery ticket or rich off a casino, because that's not how them odds are stacked.
For businesses to apply in the first place, they'll have to pay a one-time non-refundable amount of $5,000. If selected, they'll have to pay an additional $30,000 to the state. Applications open on July 1st. Baptist Health is expanding to Lexington's Hamburg area. The $253 million development is just a few days from its grand opening. The Baptist Health team and several special guests cut the ribbon on their new Hamburg location. The hospital is conveniently located near Interstate 75 and 64, making it easier for out-of-town patients to get there. Lexington Mayor Linda Gorton says the new facility will also support the city's economy, creating hundreds of new jobs.
This development is not only bringing new jobs to our community, but new revenue that will help continue to build our quality of life and maintain our low cost of living.
This location currently employs 300 people, but with plans to expand in the future, their goal is to employ around 700. A speaker at Western Kentucky's 9th Heart and Lung Symposium says there is a need for trauma centers across the Commonwealth. Dr. Andrew Bernard is the trauma medical director at UK's Adult Level 1 Trauma Center. He says injuries are the most, quote, most costly disease, more expensive than cancer and cardiovascular disease. He expressed concerns about injuries removing people from the workforce and the necessity of trauma centers to combat the issue.
Under the age of 45, injury is what kills. So it's a very common health problem, particularly in folks who are out and about in the workforce, like yourself, like me. And that's why trauma is so expensive, because it takes people out of the workforce temporarily, sometimes permanently.
Dr. Bernard encourages folks to reach out to local legislators to address the need for more trauma programs, as well as other concerns in medical fields in their own areas. Today marks 25 years since the devastating Columbine High School shooting in Littleton, Colorado. 12 students and 1 teacher were killed when a pair of students opened fire in what became one of the most high-profile mass shootings in American history. The shocking attack led to changes in the way some schools were built and how police officers altered their response to active shooting. But school shootings have only become more common since then. The American Academy of Pediatrics says that there have been more school shootings in the U.S. in the past 5 years than the 20 years prior. Zach Cartea and his sister survived the massacre at Columbine. He is troubled by the lack of political courage to do something that would make a difference.
There's also just kind of a general frustration that I have overall that this continues to happen. You know, at 25 years later, this just keeps happening, even though 25 years ago, collectively as a nation, we screamed never again. And that's sort of hard to overcome. And then
Cartea co-founded the Rebels Project, a nonprofit that offers support to survivors of mass shootings and mass trauma. According to the Sandy Hook Promise, 338,000 students have experienced gun violence at school since Columbine. Coming up at 11, both parties came together in Washington to pass 3 foreign aid bills. But what do they include? We'll let you know.